What is up, flock? Featherville here, and welcome back to another Farming Sim 17 FS911 update video. I guess you can call it garage update video. I don't know. We have to call it, but this is the first one post Duggan Hills. Duggan Hills has been released, so if you haven't already, it's been released for probably almost a couple weeks by the time this goes live. Because I'm recording the day it released, but I have another video that's going to go up before this one, so it's good. It's going to be a couple anyway. So this is the first post Duggan Hills, or excuse me, post Covington County video I've done, and I want to show you guys what I've been working on since then, what's coming down the pipeline, and all that jazz. And we'll get to that. There's a lot to go first, but first I want to answer a question. Everybody want to know, why was the Ward LaFrance not in the Duggan Hills pack? And it's pretty simple. I didn't have time to finish it. So, this is, as it is right now, is released in the Thin Line Alpha and Discord. So if you have access to the Duggan Hills pack, you have access to this. I did put a different bed on it, which had a pump. This one does not have the pump complete. It's like I think he called it a beta. There is a Ward LaFrance release, just the one I was working on. It's not, because I got way too into it. Like, I was taking this, I was moving this stuff around. I just didn't have time to do that. So I postponed. That if I ever get back to it, it'll be part of a different pack somewhere down the line. But there is a Ward LaFrance that is currently out for you guys if you want to go download it. So that's why the Duggan Hills one wasn't included, because I didn't have time to finish it, and we were wrapping up. Everybody was finishing up. We were waiting for one person to finish his, and then it was everybody's going, or everything's going out. So I didn't have time. So that's why that is. Next up, one thing I do want to address from the Covington Hill pack is the South Dakota Highway Patrol. That was another thing. I was adding stuff to it instead of completing it. So once I do finish the two Chargers, I will release that as a pack separately, to go with Covington County, the police. So the Explorers are done. Those have been done for a while. And that's initially what I wanted to release. But then I was like, I kind of want to include a Charger. So we have this Charger. I think there's going to be a gray variant of this as well to match. Actually, it might be lighter than that to go with this. I'll just paint it gray over the white. I think the only thing I need to do with this is finish the lighting. I was working. Oh, I have to move the guy back. I was working on this, and I mean, that's freaking amazing. So I was working on that. I gotta duplicate that for the other side and go from there. But yeah, so that's what's left to do on that. And I just didn't have time to finish it. So I will work on finishing. For me, the worst part about modding is the lights. So that took way longer than I wanted it to. And I gotta do it all over again. Then I have to do the whole back one. So that's gonna be time consuming. So when I get to it, I'll get to it, and then once that's finished, I will release it, or release the whole pack, because I think this is done. All I did with this one is change the lights, I believe. Yeah, I changed the light bar, and I painted it up. Oh, I changed the rims too. So new rims. The lag is because I have so much loaded in. Everybody's probably like, your video is lagging. I know, I got so much spawned in to show you guys. But yeah, so once I finished the two Chargers, because like I said, it was just the Explorers, and it was like, as soon as I finished those, I was done. And I was like, you know what, there was so much time in between when I finished Duggan Hills and when it released. I was like, you know what, I'll do a new Charger and start working on that. And I was like, they had a lot of these 14 Chargers too, so maybe I'll add that to the pack. So I just started adding stuff, and then I never completed it. So once I finished the two Chargers, it'll be released with 3 Explorers, 3 Chargers. You'll have the 14 style Charger, the newer style Charger in both white and gray, and then the white, gray, and black variants of the Explorer. So there you go. Let's go over this way real quick. So I'm currently working on another pack that will be released. So a lot of the stuff that I have pack wise can't be released all together because there's a lot of stuff that I cannot share, but there's a lot of other stuff that I can. So my current plan is to I want to finish this pack first. This is going to be before I release. I'll probably do the South Dakota first. Then this will be the first like fire pack that I release on my own. It's going to be exactly as it is. Well, not as is. I still have to finish it. But this is the final lineup. So you'll have brush truck, engine, rescue, wagon, and tanker. So this is just pure, like, I guess, fantasy build. I don't know. So this has been released as it is. That's going to go out pretty much exactly how Peyton released it. I'll probably scale it up a little bit and work on the lights a little bit. But other than that, just as it is. This, I'm thinking about putting a different pump and bed on it and seeing how I like it. This is, if you guys remember last week when I covered this, this is inspired by a truck from the show 911. Just the colors are reversed, so it was red and then the white stripes. So that's why it's just reversed. So the bed's a little bit different. So I'm going to swap the beds and see how I like it. I'm thinking about putting the actual bed from that Ward LaFrance on it with a different pump and see how I like it. Rescue 32 is inspired by Farmington's Rescue. It's a Rosenbauer, kind of like the Puck, the Pierce Ultimate configuration setup. That's kind of what I get from it. So that it's a rescue bed with a really short pump. So that's what I'm doing on that. But yeah, there you go. I just dropped the bed off 75.2 and put it on there. Next up, we have Wagon 32, which the bed is going to be exactly how Ethan released it. And then I'm going to put the cab he did for me for 52. I put it on there. So this is not his dash. This is the Lance that he did for me. So I'm going to put that out. I'd probably take these little emblems off, but leave everything else on there as is. Because that's, Ethan did such an amazing job. I can't release 52 because of the bed portion of it. I don't have permission to release, but I can do the cab. So that's I think that's how I'm going to go. And then we have the tanker. This was like an orange Freightliner tanker I saw that I just kind of was fascinated with, and I just decided that's what's going to be on there. So that's going to be White Township, and go from there. So there you go. There's that. The other pack that I want to finish. So I recently got heavily into, I wouldn't say genealogy, I just family history and family tree. After I met my cousin for the first time. She's from Georgia. She come up to visit my dad because so it's really weird. We have the same great grandmother, and our grandmothers were sisters, so technically we're in the same generation, but she's my dad's age. So when I say generation, like when it comes to the family tree, we're on the same line, if that makes any sense. So her mother and my dad are technically cousins, but the age gap between our grandmothers that were sisters was so great that she's actually a lot older. If that makes any sense. She's a lot older than me. She's a couple of years younger than my dad. So, but we are technically in the same, if that makes any sense. Anyway, she came up from Georgia to visit my dad, which got me heavily into researching, my family history, the family tree, all that jazz, which got me back around to Burton, which this is the lineup. So it's just four trucks. They're very simple and I love it. So we have, I think I got these backwards. I think maybe 3 and 2 are switch. I don't know. They're all like the same style bed. Just one's painted and the other one's unpainted doors. The other two. So I think I might got them backwards. I don't know. But this one's the most complete. I don't. Is the lights on this one done? For the most part, it's done. What about the light? Oh, did I finish that one? I don't think so. Maybe I did. Anyway, so I gotta put this Typhoon grill on these two, and then do the lights and all the jazz, and then it's done. Now, unfortunately, I can't release this as a pack because I don't have permission to release this bed. I did get permission to use it from the guy who purchased it. But the modder doesn't want it released, so I can't release the tower. But I think what I might do is wipe the skin off. So do wipe these two parts off, like the logos, I guess, and release it as a stock truck, like Peyton and Henry have been doing. So if you want the E1 with that grill, you boom, it's there. That's just I can't release it as a pack. This is the pack that's inspired by my dad. That's why I was talking about the family tree and family history. The paint scheme is based off where he lived in Georgia. The name is based off his name. Even the numbers based off him. So yeah. So that's on my to-do list. That one should be fairly easy because it's just pretty much copy and paste. Three of them, and the last one's the one I have to really work on. So we did that white. Do I have stuff sitting around somewhere else? We have that. Oh, we have stuff over here. What's over here? I don't know what's over there. I guess we just see where we wind up. I want to do Harrington last because I got something really cool to show you guys. Okay. Oh, okay. So I was working on I'm like continuing going even further than what I was. So I've been working on a couple other things off, and like I said, if it just ends up being that they are stock releases, these probably won't, because this is a lot of just changing colors. These though, however, could just be stock releases. I don't know. This has been stuff I've been working on. So this was inspired by College Station. I know it's not. College Station has the Pierce Ultimate configuration style setup, whatever. I tried that, didn't really work out all that well for me, so I ditched that idea and just went with a straight up Pierce Velocity. I'm gonna call it a Quint. I don't know what the technical term is for it. It's just a single rear axle ladder, and I like it. So that could end up being. I was thinking about doing these two the same color, just doing like another department, and just kind of winging on what I want in that department. This was initially going to be another department, but I think I want to switch that up for something else, which we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, so I'm thinking this would be a maroon and white. I really dig the maroon and white colors together. So that's way down the line. This is the last thing I'm working on. I think I don't know what's over here. We'll check that out. The other thing is I don't know if I could release this or not. I would have to get permission from Lurch, but I was in, what is it, Hazel Township? I was inspired by their coloring for that, and then I was putting on this because they had a Mack single rear axle ladder truck, but I don't know if they still have it or not. So what I was thinking about doing is doing a Seagrave Mack pack. So we'd have the Seagrave tower, we'd have this or excuse me, the Mac Tower, the Seagrave, this engine with probably with a different bed on it. I think maybe this bed or even this bed. I don't know. And then a newer Seagrave, and then this Seagrave as well. So that would be the engine lineup. And then what I would do is knock, so because I want to make it like a Seagrave Mac combo pack. This just kind of doesn't fit in. So what I think I'm going to do is take the cab off of this and then put this cab on that and fashion some do some good old just jerry rigging and see what I come up with. So that's that's my reminder there. So there's that. Let's see what's over. I got stuff back here too. Wait, what's back here? Okay, this is Featherville stuff. Still thinking about finishing it again. I might. This is already pretty much released. I think I didn't do anything different to it than what was it R&R that did it? I don't know. This one is, though, I did do a little bit of work to it, so I might release that as just a stock truck. You know, I would like to keep this all together. If I get permission to release it all together, I'll release it all together. But I still have to finish this. I didn't really get any feedback. This might end up being scratched and used for another department. I didn't really get any feedback because I was gonna say swap that out and put a tower ladder for this department using the Aero XT that Lurch released in Covington. I think that would fit this pack pretty well. Feel free to let me know, because I got one person that said keep it, and I don't know. It doesn't make sense to have squad and then rescue. To me, it just doesn't make any sense. And I definitely this is staying in the pack. It's not an option between which one would you rather, Squad 8 or Rescue 8. Squad 8 staying. It's either Rescue 8's going for Tower 8 or Rescue 8 staying, and it'll be longer to finish. And I still have to finish the new Enforcer for this pack. So there's that. All right, so we did that. What's up here? Okay, that's just the farm stuff. Whew. All right, what's over here? Okay, I think all this is I need to swap these two beds, because this one's wider on this side. Yeah, I need to swap these two beds. That's comes later down the line. All right, so let's end this thing off with a bang. I got some cool stuff to show you guys. All right, so first things first. This is the next pack I'm hitting. Once I finish White Township, I am going through. I might even just completely throw that window and focus on this, because I've been really into getting Harrington done. Everything swapped over, and I have put some work in. And this is going to be like the craziest I go when it comes to. This is going to be I'm going to be nitpicking about every last little thing to get this thing or this pack to where I like it. So, you guys already know that we had Command 50 done. Well, guess what? 52, even though it's no longer a part of the department, is almost it's pretty much done. I do have to put the logo there, and I have to swap the windows out with these back windows out with the dash windows, and see if that works better, because I don't know why it's just like I don't know if that shows in the video. It's just like, I don't know, it's like swirled in right there. I don't know how to put it. You see what I'm talking about? Okay, but yeah, this is done with the exception of the decal in the window, because I couldn't figure out what it actually was. But we do have lights. Look at this. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Ain't it beautiful? We do have reverse lights. brake lights. I think the turn signals are... I didn't put turn signals on. I did put them on the front though. Okay, because I couldn't figure that out. I couldn't figure out because it looks like everything is just in the brake lights, the lights, and the reverse or the turn signals are all in that one little light. So I didn't know how to do that without screwing it up completely. So I left it alone. But we do have... Oh, look at that. Ah, it's so good. And this is accurate to the way it's flashing super fast like that. That is 100% fully accurate to the actual truck. I watched so many videos that I have taken of this truck just to get as close to possible as I possibly could. And I think I did a fairly good job at it. So look at that. Look at that. I got to thank Ethan again for, let's see. Let's thank Ryan first, because Ryan gave me the initial truck that we started off with. And then we have to thank Ethan for the cab, the pump redo. I think he even redid the back of this thing. I don't know. So we got to thank him for that. We got to thank... I did all the texturing, so the gold leaf around the wheel wells and all that, the lettering. Jesse did this, the cross. That's his doing. I just copied it from here, and then tried to match the gold leaf around it. I think these came off of Billy's Covington County trucks. These are just Jesse came in clutch because I was using just a box for this, but Jesse found this, and I know I should probably color it, but it was taking too long, and I wanted to be done with it. So Jesse came in clutch and hooked me up with that. I mean, there's still some things to do. Like this isn't accurate. I do want to get the tank lights working on it, so that's another thing I want to do down the line. But as it stands, it is done. It is finished for me. Wait, what button was that I hit that turned that on? Was it G? Yeah, okay. I couldn't figure out how to get that to work earlier. So there you go. Surprise. Alright, so next up on to the to-do list is I probably will swap around brush 50 and get that done, because it is mostly complete. I got to redo the lettering on it, and then I want to redo the lights on it, because this is how Finley sent it to me. I do want to, because now that I know a little bit more about lights and everything, I do want to get them scripted to as close as their real life counterpart as possible. So that's next on the list. And then we just go down the line and we got to finish each and every one. I think the next closest being done is 505, because that was the last one I was working on. And then as I'm completing these things, the actual fire department just throws a wrench in everything, because then they every single one now has chevrons on the front of the on the bumpers. They all got redone. So like this, it's, and I want to take this back in the blender and see if I can unfold this so I can get it so it doesn't like do this on the end. But and now I think it says engine 4 here. This one is now chevron and it has rescue 50 on it. I think it says rescue and then 50 in the middle, kind of like it's on the tanker, but I didn't include that. Same with this. It's like this back here, I think. Sort of like that. I don't know. I have to get a better picture of it, but they all now have chevrons on the front, so I have to go back and do them all over again. As far as ambulances is concerned, I do just have to texture this one, and then have to turn out that collision that's been there literally since I did this one. And then freaking Peyton coming in clutch. So this isn't 100% accurate to the actual bed, but it's close enough. So we're going to have B50 done. I do need the newer cab for C50. The the 21. So this is like a little bit, it's more rounded instead of squared off. And then the ambulances will be done. So yeah, dude, I am hyper focused now that I have pretty much everything I need to complete it with 52 in tow. And then Jesse does have the model for Chi 50. He has to, it's in Blender, so we have to convince him to do that sometime. But yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this being done. I am really looking forward to this. And by the time I finish it, everything will be starting to be converted to 25. They jump over to 25 and then leave me behind in the dust. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. I'm sorry I rambled so much. I just wanted to update you guys on what's been going on and what's next after Covington County. So that's going to do it for me. If you guys did enjoy today's video, do me a huge favor and leave a like down below. It does help me out so very, very much, and I do appreciate it so very, very much. If you guys do want to see future Farming Sim 17 FS911 update videos, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you guys want to know if I whenever do go live or upload a video, click the notification bell. As always, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.